Hi, welcome back. Here we're going to cover an overview of the differences between our present green screens and our modernization. So the first thing you'll notice is we have these flash charts that come up. These are flash charts with live data showing inventory levels by location, showing accounts payable aged, showing sales by day for the last 7 days. In the test environment, we only have one day that I've entered. Accounts receivable, aged, again, with the total, and the total volume of deposits entered in the system for the last 7 days. The other thing you'll notice is that instead of having options with numbers, we have clickable links to navigate within our menu environment, and all the function keys have been stripped and put up here to the left. And we've added some function keys only on modernization, such as system attention, page up and page down for iPad users. So if we go ahead now and look at system attention quickly, just to see some of the differences. So this is our familiar window. Again, no options, all clickable links. If we go, let's say, take a look at a job, we click on number 2, and this will bring up our job. If you hover where you used to put in option numbers, now these become flyout menus. So if we were to go in this job and work with spooled files, that would bring up the spooled file, and then if we clicked on this, we could either display it or we can change it, similar to what you were able to do on the green screens. So let's exit out of here. So now if we go a bit deeper in, so let's take a look at the distribution system. Let's go take a look at sales, and let's look at inquiry, for example. So inquiry will bring up a list of invoices, and on the green screen you had to type in the invoice number. Well, with the modernization, you can just click on the line and it'll bring up that invoice. So if I clicked on this line, it would actually bring up that invoice. So whenever you come to screens that have these rows of data, your expectation should be to be able to highlight it, and once highlighting it, it should execute something. Unless you're in the details, like for example, if we went in here, it's not even highlighting because there's nothing further to do with this particular product on this particular list. So let's exit out of here. Let's go take a look at, for example, purchases, inquiry. So here, what we've done is, for example, the warehouse numbers. These have become now drop downs. So I'm still bringing in the warehouse number with the description, because some people know what warehouse is by number and not by description. But if we were to pick a warehouse here, and let's say we picked warehouse 82, it would basically, and press submit, it would basically filter everything that's going only to that particular warehouse. If we wanted to further and reduce our selection, we can put in the supplier number, and here we could type in, for example, their name. So let's say I was to put in Yingshu as a supplier, click on that, and then press submit, and now it's going to filter whatever's going to Corpac from Yingshu, which in this case is nothing. So let's go and change it and put Alaska as our example, and we should get some records, and there you go. So now if we again click on one of these records, it'll bring us into the details. Again, if I click on one of these lines, I would expect to go to the details of those lines. So basically that's one of the difference in terms of how to navigate. You're navigating through these screens basically with a mouse and not a keyboard. You can click other view, same as what you normally were doing in the past, except much more user friendly in the sense of the interface. So if we leave from here, so that's basically subfiles and how they interact. Now let's go take a look at reports. For example, if we went here, looked at a report, for running a report for a particular client, again, your expectation should be to be able to type out that client's name. So let's say Costco, there you go. Here you have little calendars that bring up pop-up calendars, so you can pick, let's say, from July the 1st to let's say July the 31st as an example, and then the type of report is a drop down rather than being codes. So let's say we do that and we press submit again, everything clears, Now we get our message, click on the message, click remove message. And again, if we want to go track the job, system attention, we go to 2, we go to our last job, work with our spooled files, and then here we can go display. And it has no data because it's the test environment, very much expected, so nothing new there. So that's basically the drop downs, the calendars. If we go to see radio buttons, for example, well, we could do that by looking at the change session. So here now these are radio buttons. So if I want to change my language, I click on this, then I just click on the checkbox for English, and now I'm in English. So in terms of differences, there's also differences of things that don't exist in the green screens that we've added. For example, if we go to accounts receivable inquiry, let's say we go to AR batch inquiry. So this is an inquiry where it opens up another window and brings up all the batches that have been entered from the last time that we purged. So if we were looking at period 1409, press filter, this brings up 1409 transactions. You get the totals here to the right, you get the deduction totals, the discount totals. You could click on output to Excel directly from here. It'll basically create an Excel spreadsheet, bringing these transactions to the spreadsheet. Exactly what was picked is what's coming over here. You're finished. You can sort it by column, so you can hit batch date and it'll sort from largest to smallest, hit batch date again from smallest to largest. I mean, you can sort it in any which way you want, the descriptions, so the codes. So these are all clickable, sortable columns that we've created. Shut that down, get back to this, and that's basically an overview of the type of changes. There's other changes that we've done as well, but I'll be doing more videos in the future to go through those changes. So I'll see you guys back another time. Thanks. Bye.